What is that? Ref, what is that? Ref, that's a straight red you've missed there.
Come on, Rangers! Come on, Rangers!
Missed the whole game. Like a chef with an empty salt shaker, Hastings is out of season. Ning. The coastal town that was once a member of the Confederation of Cinque Ports now relies on a summer economy, and we're getting into the winter, so the streets are awfully quiet. In 1153, the Muslim scholar Muhammad al-Idrisi described Hastings as a town of large extent and many inhabitants, flourishing and handsome, having markets, workpeople and rich merchants. Not much of that is now true, sadly, but at least it still has football. There are several teams competing in the Mid-Sussex Prem that hail from Hastings, and one of those teams is Westfield, a club that Bunch of Amateurs fans may remember from Season 1 of Charlwood Uncovered, for Westfield visited Berks' former side back in 2019 and was soundly beaten 8-1 as the Wolves hit top form. It's a game that has lived long in the memory for Westfield's management team, who are rather keen to exact vengeance upon Peter Barclay and Mike Lockhart, who in turn don't remember them at all. Westfield are struggling this season, lying third from bottom while Holland look up at the likes of Sidley and Ringmer dreaming of championship contention. In order to compete at the top, Holland have to deal with the bottom. A boggy pitch and a string of porter cabins will soon be making way for a newly built facility for Westfield, but until then, their current home provides the kind of away day top of the table sides dread. Westfield FC were founded 110 years ago and are currently run by chairman Jack Stapley, with his father Mark managing a squad of young players. For much of their existence, Westfield have competed in the Sussex County League, where Charlwood currently play. Their history is littered with successes and near misses, and the club haven't won a trophy in nearly 20 years. Either that or nobody has updated their Wikipedia page. Having travelled 60 miles south, Holland's management team have arrived to find out that a perceived slight from 2 years prior is still bothering the Stapley boys.
So what did it, so they're having a moan up that I said something?
No. So honestly, don't go into meltdown mode.
I shouldn't tell me these things,
No,
I'm on the warpath now.
Said that. But he said, I think after the game, Berks might have said something like, oh, it was not a very difficult game. I mean, that's not really something you'd say, but it must have been along those lines. Phippen would be better to say, but it's given them a bit of extra motivation today, that's all. So.
All right, boys, kill the music then. Okay, listen up then, just 2 or 3 minutes, just go through the team. Dill in goal, that's the quickest we've seen you get changed all season. Dill, well done. Joe in at right back. Nathan, brilliant last week, centre half alongside Harry. Harry's come in today back with the armband as well. Connor on the left. James on the right, brilliant last week. James, where are you? Pushing MOM last week, you're fantastic in there. Mike and Steve, 2 strong double pivots. Joe out on the left, I'll explain how we're going to work that, Joe. Sammy up top, MOM, tremendous fight and desire last week. Leaving Charlie, Luke, Dan, Wardy and Jack. Wardy's going to be a bit late, but he's en route.
I'm in the hole. That's a fight, yeah.
Yeah, what did I say?
You've just missed me out.
Yeah, we know that, mate. It's standard, isn't it?
A bit like Charlie's front throw playing from the back, just missed me out. Oh, that's a deep. He's going to switch it.
Right, but do you know what though? Do you know what? That's the bit, I know Mercy, that's the bit I just want to cut out. That is the bit. You know, when we shoot on the side. No, listen up. When we shoot and we miss and people are cheering way and all that stuff, all of that stuff, just stop it now, positive. Because trust me, they're so riled up for this. Apparently 2 years ago, I beat these 7-1 with Charlwood and made a comment. And that's all their team talk is about arrogance and about that. So don't come here and again, think it's going to be an easy game. Don't turn on each other. Turn on them. Again, we haven't made this journey to play on a bog to have a laugh and a joke up and not take it seriously. Okay, throws Connor and Joe. Work the line. Joe's got a long one. And then we got that little set, which would be Merce. Is that you? No. Someone's phone. Merce and Sam, little crossover, okay, in the final third. Sam, you're back on pens. 2 words today, disciplined. In possession, when we got the ball, move it quickly, keep the ball. Out of possession, make sure you get back in and you get back in that shape and make us really hard to beat. At training, we worked on shuffling and not fouling and pressing, and we worked on setting the ball. Today's one of these games where you keep it simple. Okay, the tricks and the flicks aren't going to work today out there. It's going to be set the ball, spin off, 1-2 touch, move the ball, hit areas if you want to. We're determined, all right? We're the most on-form team in the division. I know we lost the County Cup, but we're the most on-form team in the division. We show that today. To win a league, games like this count. So get your heads on, focus on what you've got to do. Everyone ready on the bench, because I'm going to rotate. I'm going to rotate and use that today to keep us fresh and keep us hungry. So make sure that warm-up, you know, is positive. It's their cup final today. It's their cup final. That's how they feel about it. The cameras are here. They pull out everyone. Every game's going to be like that, boys. So take it out on them and let's make sure we continue our run. Okay, out on the balls, lads. Let's go. Sorry, Merce. It's been a bit of a rush to get the squad together today. There's a lot of people working, a lot of injuries, long journey. So there's a few little bits in the background at play. I've had to call people up. Wardy's working. He's going to arrive really late. Mike was late again, but I think Mike's going to be late for absolutely everything he does for his whole life. It's unbelievable. I'm just conscious some of the banter and things. You know, I know it's bantering with men, but this isn't a game where you roll over a team. This is a game where you turn up and do the basics and work hard and earn the right out here. You know, they're well up for it today. Some of them, it gets their head down a little bit, you know, especially when it is a weakness or something that they know is a problem. Good side out. We are on a roll in the league. I know we had the County Cup game, which didn't go to plan, but we've just got to grind out November. This is the month. You know, my expression is to attack it this month. It's dark, it's dreary. I'm on at them with their 5Ks. I want them to attack everything mentally and physically. I think everyone suffers in November. So,
last time you met these guys was an episode that we had in Bunch of Amateurs a year or two back. 7-1 win, I think it was, something like that. Are you expecting more from them today?
Yeah, a lot more. I think that was one of those games for them where they turned up, long journey to Charlwood, rainy day, and we had a very hungry and fiery Charlwood side. They were good opponents that day, and perhaps the scoreline doesn't reflect the result. So always competitive. I think they've played a couple of leagues higher than this before. They've got you know, some plans in progress to go up in a different pitch and a different 4G facility. So we treat everyone with respect here, always do. And as long as we focus on ourselves and make sure that we're doing the right things, that's all we can control today. Play! Come out before and do a couple of sprints just before as well, mate.
I'll leave those things out then.
Yeah.
Leave the orange cones.
Yeah, leave the orange cones.
You take them just start 11 in. Leave subs out.
Yeah, I want everyone ready to go there because we're going to rotate.
Right.
Yeah, just that's the bit I'm cutting out, all that jokey. I don't like it, Charlie. I just don't think it helps anyone.
I know when you said that, but I'm too old enough to react to it.
Yeah, but it's not just him, it's just that's the whole thing. It doesn't help. They get on Joe's back. Like, I just don't want it anymore. Like, just keep it positive. Yeah. If it don't help, I don't want it.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah, no, fair.
Can you make sure everyone's ready though? Taped everything, because they're going to, when we kick off, everyone taped up the subs. Well done, boys. Well done. You all right today?
Yeah.
Yeah, good lad.
Feel good.
Good, brilliant last week. Okay, listen up, boys. Come on, Mike.
Boys, only very quickly from me, this is a long journey down. Long journey down. If I'm honest, I didn't feel we were 100% out there, okay? Doesn't matter, because it's about getting ready for the game, okay? The attitude's good. I think the attitude in the dressing room is developing week on week. We've got a winning mentality. We're challenging for places. We're able to be constructively criticising each other about what we're doing. But boys, we don't come all this way, long old way on a Saturday to get beat by a team that hopefully we should beat, okay? We are much better than most of the teams in this league when we play the way we want to play and when the attitude is right, okay? Do not start flat out there. Start quick, start with high energy and start with an attitude to win this game, all right? And we'll have a good old Saturday night together or with your families or whatever, but do not start flat.
Yeah, boys, the 3 points. I don't care about anything. I think you know that now. I want everyone to hate us. I want everyone to hate us, boys. I couldn't care less. You're responsible for your effort, how much you apply yourselves. It's a big 3 points. I've said two things. I've said be disciplined. No silly fouls. Keep the ball. 1-2 touch. Really simple. I've said be determined. Everyone in here should be determined for those 3 points. We know Ringmer and Sidley are playing each other elsewhere. It's a big, big month for us. It starts today. You're responsible for your effort from that first whistle. If not, these subs will come on in the first 5 minutes. Take control of what you can control, your performance. But let's fight against everyone here, this whole setup, and let's get out of here 3 points in our pockets. Come on! From the off! From the off! Don't overcommit, Sam! Cut the line, Joe! Well done, Joe Hill! Good decision, Con! Pieces, Sam!
Both teams are fired up from the start, with the Westfield players clearly riled by their own pre-match team talk.
He's all right, James. He's all right, James. Great win. Hold, hold. Just cut the line. Just hold. What the hell?
Some fancy, if fortuitous footwork from Warren Pethick sets up George Landaise for the first chance of the game, but his low shot is held by Mike Dill in the Holland goal.
Have a kick. Get us up. Have a kick. Up. Go on, Con, higher. So he shouldn't take that, Mike. Deliver. Yeah. Great ball.
Holland respond by pushing up the pitch. An early bout of pressure doesn't lead to a chance, and Westfield are soon able to counter-attack. Harry Dalton's unorthodox challenge stops Westfield's progress, and even though the referee gives the free kick, the home bench insist he was the last man.
How's he through on goal then, mate? Do you think that's a red card? It goes, Mike, Sam!
Holland are struggling to pass out from the back, and they're unable to work their way up the pitch, much to their frustration.
Good decision again, Nath! Well done, Mike! Protect it! Go, James! Play, son! Play! Nathan, get on it! Sam, walk away!
A long ball followed by a knockdown leads to Holland's first shot on goal, as Steve Panay volleys at the keeper. When the ball squirms through from a midfield challenge, Mike Dill is a little late off his line, but Pethick is unable to make the most of the chance. Dill isn't the only goalkeeper to have an unconvincing start. Teenage shot stopper Thomas Marshall finds his kicking isn't great under pressure.
Shot, Aaron! Unlucky, Merce. Unlucky.
Marshall's next kick is far more effective.
Run, Harry!
On this occasion, Dalton's recovery pace saves the day, and I block the camera. Will we ever find a decent free kick taker to film? In the words of an Amazon delivery driver who has yet again failed to deliver that one parcel you really want, not today.
Well done, Joe. Protect it, Joe! Set it!
Westfield are growing in confidence and are beginning to dominate. Stephen Davies' cross offers a tantalising opportunity for the lead. When Warren Pethick dodges Harry Dalton's shoulder barge, the referee clearly decides Pethick was wrong to let Harry miss him and gives Holland a free kick. Westfield are unperturbed. Another questionable clearance leaves George Landaise with a chance to curl in the opener.
Nice, aren't they?
I know, yeah, he's done then. It's alright. Just do our own thing, mate. Do our own thing.
Holland respond by setting up Joe. I really only need one chance. Hill.
Great ball!
But the 16-year-old goalkeeper Thomas Marshall does well to parry the shot. Now it's Holland's turn to pile on the pressure. James Barker attacks down the right, and Aaron Murphy has a chance to try and hit the post again.
Oh, Murphs!
No, come out.
With 20 minutes on the clock, the two teams kick off a game of head tennis, and when the ball falls to the feet of Jonty Lavok, he tries another long-range effort. Levoc's drive brings an air of class to a game that was otherwise lacking in quality, although George Landace wasted no time getting the tone back on track.
You going in? Disgrace some of the comments here.
We regret not miking up the home bench, so you'll have to take Barks' word for it. They really weren't being very nice. Although, who can argue, the atmosphere is no doubt affecting Holland's on-field performance.
Time, Joe, drive, Joe. Joe
Hill!
Hill!
Joe Hill!
Man on! Great ball. Squeeze up, come on!
The visitors react well to the setback and push up the pitch in an effort to return some of the pressure they themselves have been experiencing.
Tell you what. Stop it, Con. Well done, Connor. And again, Con. Deliver. Time! Right back!
Westfield refused to be pegged back. Warren Pethig yet again gets in a strong position, only to see his effort flash across the goal. Holland's day is getting tougher. Fullback Conor McGuinness has taken a ball to the nose and his sight has gone all blurry. Barks and Mike need a plan B.
Ref, change please, ref. Okay.
My eyes, man, I can't see fucking anything.
You want any water there?
Well, that'll cure it.
Where's the ball?
With the ball lost in the bushes, Westfield are pulling the old hide in the match ball scheme.
Ref, how many match balls are there? Ref, are there 3 match balls out?
And some poor chap has fallen over during his efforts to find the missing ball.
There's no ball, mate. Can you stop swearing at me, mate? What, you call me a minge? How old are you, mate?
I haven't heard someone call someone a minge for ages. That's
I know it's not on me to get a match ball out, it's on him. He's busy swearing at me.
I give up looking for the ball and wipe the mud from my knees. Outraged at my personal indignity, Holland rally and James Barker, now playing down the left side, offers a new level of threat.
Big win, Harry! Good boy!
Captain Dalton's brave header allows Mike Smith to play a ball of utter genius to terrorise the young goalkeeper with.
James Barker! Harry's a great win in there, good bravery! Russ, just leave them, we know what we're dealing with! Aaron! Our standards, forget them! Our standards! Forget them! Let them talk!
The players of Westfield are riled, none more so than Welsh winger Stephen Davies, who chases Nathan Ashburn into the corner before lunging into a reckless tackle.
Oi! Oi! What is that? Ref, what is that?
With both feet off the floor, Davies catches Ashburn's ankle, ending the defender's game before half-time.
Ref, that's a straight red you've missed there. That's a straight red you've missed. No, it's a straight red. Mike! Make a change, get Luke on!
Luke, and come.
The injury gives former co-manager Luke Harrison his first chance to return to the team since his dismissal at Eastbourne Rangers. But before he can get on the pitch, Joe Cav is going to fly down the wing in an effort to unlock Westfield's defence.
Go on, keep going, Joe! Yeah! Well done, boys! Well done! Referee, can we make that change, please? Referee!
Joe Hill tees up Sam Cockrell and his low drive squirms past the keeper.
Well done, James. Ref in the back!
No, he didn't have to do that.
Well done, boys! Well done! Keep your dignity!
That's not a real laugh.
Charlie, come wide! Get round it, Sam! I'm just going to look at shape, mate, before you talk, because normally you do something and I kill you, don't I?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, it's almost like being on the front foot, isn't it?
I'm not going to say anything about shape. I'm going to talk about attitude and stuff here now.
But positive.
This is a Hollington situation. So this is a speech rather than a tactical thing.
But just remember, they've been brilliant, right?
Yes, no, this isn't a digging out. This is us together.
All I heard was Flick. I think it's Sam. Flick. I just heard Flick.
You got a question, Nathan's coaching it.
Right, boys, listen up. Hey. Right.
By the way, before Mike speaks, nothing's won or achieved there. All right? Yeah, the turnaround was good, but the start was just as bad. All right, so listen up, please.
I've kept nice and quiet on the sideline, taking in what's going on. And at one point there in the first half, lads, I didn't know what team I was on, because people within our own team are arguing with each other. We've got people on the bench commentating on what's going on. I'm getting involved with their assistant manager. Barks is chucking out stuff to their manager.
Try not to.
However, we brought it back. But this is where we are, lads. We're in the middle of Kent against a group of people who are taking this as their cup final. This is about personal battles. Starting from you at the top, keep your head in the game all the time, Joe. Okay, keep your head in the game. Sometimes you're so fast that the game, you've gone, it hasn't come, and then you just switch off for that second. But it might be that a second later that ball's going to come. Just keep up there for us and do that. Do not get drawn in. Okay, we're not going to get drawn in. Barks likes a little wind up sometimes to their players, because what that does is that draws their attention from what's going on the pitch over onto Barks, and he makes that sacrifice for us. But we have to stay together as a team.
Just to echo what Mike said, the reaction's brilliant. Like I said, everyone wants to give me wherever I go, boys, all right? He's calling Ricky Gervais everything. I'll take all that. You boys don't turn on each other, you turn on them. I ain't leaving it without 3 points. I'm not doing it, boys. I'm not letting people like this that want to F Jeff and fight bring us down to their level. It's not happening. So don't turn on each other. Turn on them if you've got any anger and aggression from this week. And this game ain't over. We kill this game in 10 minutes with some infinite aggression, all right? Come on. Hey, come on! Well done, Mike. Good start.
Lukey, loads of chat in there, yeah?
Holland were told to kill the game within 10 minutes. They heed their manager's words and tried to kill it within 1.
Big win!
Oh, what a goal.
Oh!
What a goal that is.
On me, yeah?
Sam Cockrell flicks the ball up and loops the lob over Thomas Marshall for his second of the game. The home side is struggling, and Harry Dalton's crunching tackle plays in Joe Hill. As Joe takes more touches than Brian Singer at a pool party, defender Joe Dickon makes an inch-perfect tackle.
How does he not get away from him with his pace there? Like how, I know he's got his arm, but yeah. Mike, Luke! There we are, Lukey! Free head!
Luke Harrison immediately plays Joe in again, but this time it's an offside flag that stops him from scoring.
I know, Joe, but just give him another yard. You're going to get that. You don't need to, though.
Sports are piling on the pressure as they look to kill the game off.
Oh, love that, Joe. Fizz it. Come on, Steve! Rev!
Get in! Well done, thank you.
I've just changed it from Con to Sam. I don't want to watch this.
Defender George McLean rolls Steve Panay in the box, and Holland have a penalty.
All right, ref, 2 changes, please.
Sam completes his hat-trick and celebrates by slapping his face on the floor. But Sam's not done yet. A free kick serendipitously falls for Connor on the left, and he crosses to give Sam another opportunity.
Great ball, Connor! Connor, what a ball, son! What a ball, Con! Connor, different class, son! Discipline, keep going!
The rolling substitutions give Joe a chance to rest and Mike the opportunity to give him some advice.
Those are the balls now that are going to come all the time, so you have to be off their centre half, plugging gaps. If I'm between the 16 and between the 5. Just don't be marked. If anyone's marking you, you're in the wrong position. Get away from them and then arc those runs. You've got loads of time, and there'll be loads of these little balls now that are going through. Yeah.
Play! Time! Turn and whip it! Whip it! Shots! Keep it down! Unlucky! Oh, how is it unlucky? I thought it was...
Frustrated that Murphy hasn't hit the woodwork yet, Steve Panay decides it's time to plant a shot on the crossbar. Westfield respond by dropping a ball over Charlie Mack's head, giving George What a Lovely Guy Landace the chance to pull one back.
Well done, Dilly! Well done, Michael Dill! Well done, Dilly!
With the game won, Joe Hill gets a chance to come back on and score. Meanwhile, Barks' teenage nephew Jack finally gets the chance to get on the pitch.
As we get in that dressing room, you get that three little birds going, all right, and we get it going. No, then they hear it,
Top scorer in the league, isn't it? Joe be raging.
Peace his nerves! He's got his arm ref!
Go on, Joe!
Go on, Joe!
Yes! You've been brilliant today, mate.
You have.
You've been brilliant.
No, you have. No, you have. Holding off the challenge, Joe does brilliantly to sink a chance and make it 6. We may have had 7 goals in total, but the highlight of the game still belongs to Conor McGuinness.
Dan, movement, Dan, roll him, James. Shots, James!
Ref!
What is that then? Piggyback.
With injury time beckoning, a deluge of rain attempts to dampen the Holland spirits, but it doesn't work. The away side have achieved maximum contentment.
How many did you get today? You caught up with George already in 2 games. He's on 6 already in 2 games.
Things could have gotten even worse for Westfield, but for Tom Marshall's stunning stop.
What a save. Save keeps. Mike, I'm not going to say a lot here. I'm just going to shout and get the music going, Mike. Well done, boys. Shake hands, please. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Love it, Aaron. Well done, mate. Class. Well done, young man. Well battled in there. All the best, fella. Well done. Well done, mate. Get in there! Get in there! All right, in you come. In you come. In you come. In you come. Get in there! Listen, you'll be pleased to know. Listen up, boys. You'll be pleased to know I won't speak for long. I used 2 words today, discipline and determined, and you were those 2 things. This is what it's going to be about. It's about them trying to get reactions out of us, and it's about us grinding through November, grinding them out. And there's nothing better than turning up, getting a load of abuse, being spoken to like that, and picking their pocket, and going back to Oxford Holland fireworks display, whatever we're doing tonight, with 3 points in our pockets. Boys, this is why we play the game, to come to these places and show our character. Get that music going. Get in there! Get in there, boys! Get it going! Get it going!
What have you left?
Speaking half an hour, get it going!
Okay, mate.
This is when they hear it. This is when they hear it, boys. All that abuse. You lot are a joke with this music, boys. What's it called? What's it called? Is that it? Is that it? DS whatever?
Man, it's killing the mood, man.
I sent it in early to get in. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
It's killing me, boys. Just play a song, Jesus Christ. Boys, I will add then, while we're waiting for the DJ to get going, I will add the bit with the nibbling at each other. You know, people want us to react like that. You have to cut it out. You have to. I mean, it's not even worth playing the game. If we're a team and we're going to turn on each other, I won't even bother. It's about us going these places, getting the points, having a beer and sticking together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And November, we have to stick together, okay? Let's cut that. It's the last time I want to hear people having a dig out or slagging each other off the rest of the season. Because next time, I'll just bring the 2 people off. I'll just bring you both off because I'm not having it. It's not why we do it, okay? We do it to come win and enjoy it. Can someone get the music going? I've got nothing else to say.
Things today were actually good. That's because it was so wide. The pitch was so wide. Your things today were actually good.
Obviously a bit of history that I was totally unawares of with Charlwood and some tweet about, you know, we beat them 7-1 and it obviously riled them. I didn't know, I don't know who sent it. And I'm sure, I haven't seen the tweet back from 2 years ago, but I'm sure it wasn't meant in any malice. But obviously, you know, you never know how you've impacted other teams, and they were angry, very angry. You know, I think it's fair to say I got called a few choice words early doors. I think the boys got into, would be the expression, early doors, which is understandable. I do the same.
To be honest, it's probably just how we are anyway. But there was, obviously, we played Charlwood 3 years ago now. It was the week of my stag do, so we had 8 players missing. I think Barks' boys beat us 8-1, and in the changing room after, we heard that he was talking about brown paper bags and things being given to the players, silly little things like that. And then they put out a tweet the week after saying, oh, we've had a week off the week before and we're well rested, we're ready for this week. So we thought we'd had a little wind up with him. He's a good lad at the end of the day. It's a thing that we enjoy. Like, me and my dad enjoy it. We like having a laugh, and Barks and Mike clearly quite having a laugh as well, because they got me to bite a few times. So it's just one of those things, really. It wasn't so much we was on the wind up. That's just how we are, I think.
How long have you been at Holland Sports?
Since the age of 19, so coming up 15 years. Yeah, a long time. To be honest, lockdown sort of killed me a little bit. Didn't do any exercise, got fat, and wasn't sure if I was going to play this year because I just had a newborn. So yeah, I wasn't sure. So that's half the reason I gave up trying to run the team. And then obviously start of pre-season, got injured. That set me back again, so it's just been a hard start, to be honest.
So Luke was one of the people I spoke to before I took the job. You know, he's a big part of the club's history. He was the captain, and you know, a bit like Harry Dalton, it's just been unlucky. They've been injured since I've come in, and me and Mike have to look at it objectively. You know, it's nothing against the people that were here. We haven't come in and brought 20 lads in. We brought a few in, and we've slowly grown. But Luke, the last couple of games. We did a bleep test a couple of weeks ago, and I think it was a little bit of a wake-up call for him to understand he's got to get a bit fitter. But his performance last week when Mike, you know, was late for kickoff, Luke started in that game, did really well, and today did really well. We've got players for different situations. You know, if you think about like a Murphs on a 4G, lovely. But on these heavy pitches, Luke shows his strength and his dominance.
I wasn't sure if Barks wanted that sort of player, so that's what I do. I win the ball back and keep it simple. That's really my job. That's what I've done for the last 4 years, and it's worked all right. We've got promotions, won leagues.
Yeah, we conceded 2 very poor goals, in my opinion. First one, obviously horrible for the keeper, swirling in the wind. We should follow up as a defence. And the second one, we just haven't backed our left back. Man's got in and he's crossed it in and had a free shot. So then all of a sudden we're on the back foot, and I think where we've been conceding so many goals and been losing a lot, our confidence is so low that it gets on top of us. And then the third goal, just after half time, from where I looked, it looked like a great finish to me. Flicked it over his head and finished it. A great first touch and finished it in. It looks like a good player, to be fair, that lad.
But to come back and win 6-1, and some of the goals and the performance and the character, I used 2 words in there, disciplined and determined. I think we were relatively disciplined, far more than them. I think we were very determined as a unit, and today could be another little turning point of things going against us, things being difficult, us showing our togetherness, our resilience. I rotated players more than I ever have done. That's something I'm going to look to do as the pitches get heavy, as we do long journeys. And I think everybody, I said in the group, everybody's got a role to play.
There was a lot of needle involved.
That don't bother me. I like it. I like that is my game, really, a physical game. I don't take anything to heart. So yeah, just go out, win the ball. That's my thinking.
You don't take anything personally. What they're shouting from the sides or on the pitch.
No, don't get. I'm not fussed about it at all. At all. I think it's quite funny. But yeah. Good. Let's do. That would do.
Hang on. One more. One more. I did film you a few weeks ago
Yeah.
coming on against Eastbourne Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
That's the episode that's out tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was a short cameo.
Yeah, I think that was frustration. A lot of that was frustration. I just fucking... And to be fair, I blame Steve, because the first thing he said to me was put someone up in the air, and that's what I did. So that was Steve's fault. So he can pay my fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for watching Bunch of Amateurs this week. Our commenter of the week is Louis Evans, who said that watching this is better than watching I Am a Celebrity, and frankly we didn't know that was still going. So leave a comment and it could be you on Comment of the Week next week, and make sure you hit like, and if you haven't subscribed, you got to ask yourself why not.